Good morning, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD. Today's Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. It is 6:48 and 50 seconds a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is a continuation of my microbiology lecture. So let's hop to it here. What exactly is an organismal science? Simply put, one that seeks to understand naturally defined groups of organisms in biological terms. Such an understanding has four principal components. 1. Structure, function. How the organisms in the group are built, organized, and how they work. 2. Diversity, how many and what kinds of organisms the groups comprise, and the ways in which the various kinds are similar and different. 3. Ecology, how the organisms interact with their environments, including other organisms. And 4. Evolution, the origins of the group and how their organisms therein are ancestrally related. This last, evolution, is what underlies and enables the development of biological concept of a group. And it was the lack of this essential evolutionary framework that prevented bacteriology from developing as an organismal science. With no understanding of phylogenetic relationships, there can be no effective study of ecology or diversity. Ecological niches cannot be defined in organismal terms and studies, and bacterial diversity amounts to no more than a catalog of disconnected vignettes. It is inconceivable that a zoologist or botanist can go into the field and not be able to distinguish the animals from the plants. Yet would-be microbial ecologists were in this exact position or worse, all the time. They couldn't distinguish their animals from their plants, or with a few exceptions from representatives of any others of the many kingdom level bacterial taxa. Blocked from developing into a full-fledged organismal science throughout most of the 20th century. Bacteriology wandered aimlessly, not knowing what it was, where it came from, or what it should become. The field was driven by the winds of scientific fad and other outside influences. Any development our science did undergo was confined to its structure-function aspect and its applied side, with exceptions too rare to impact 20th century microbiologists, and biologists in general remain unaware of microbiology's identity crisis. What more than anything served to obscure bacteriology's structural problem was the molecular perspective dominating 20th century biology. Molecular biology embodies a reductionist fundamentalism that rules out any holistic perspective. The paradigm assumed that the age-old problem of biological organization would be automatically solved when comprehensive molecular parts lists for cells were generated. Yet even with the parts list now in hand, the problem remains with us, awaiting a fresh, constructive, and holistic outlook. The molecular perspective took evolution for granted, found it intellectually wanting, and dismissed its study as trivial. In such a fundamentalist milieu, the organism per se has only a secondary existence, shadowy and temporal. Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, on microbiology, bioinformatics, and computer science. Well, hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.